You are now tuned in to Unscripted Podcast.
Crank it up. Crank it up.
God damn it. Victor don't give a fuck about nothing that we talking about right now. Live.
His tail. You just see his tail.
He's like, what? Who? Fabolous. Fuck that nigga. I got some words for that nigga. Hey, y'all.
Hey. Did we send out an alert that we about to go live?
We did not. Who did we send it to?
Don't we just put it on like our Facebook?
I don't think anybody really cares. I mean,
it's 9 o'clock. JJ Valentine and Christopher Weber.
What's up, y'all?
Live.
What's
Hey,
up,
y'all.
Chris? What's up, JJ? We live.
What's up, Chris?
We over here drinking. I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
How y'all doing?
I get so feeling when there's something better, bigger. Salmonella. Did she say salmonella? 35, 45, I don't want you. Nah, nah.
How y'all doing today?
Is that you supposed to be sexy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As
So
it
anyway,
sound.
welcome to Unscripted Podcast, bitches.
We're doing a Facebook Live. Duh.
Yeah, they know that we're doing a Facebook Live, but the people audio don't know that we're doing a Facebook Live, right? And we're also recording for YouTube because we major. We some bad bitches.
We
in the
monetizing.
hill. We monetizing. We are sponsored by Monostat because we keep yeast infections. Yeah.
Bacon bread.
Yeast
infections.
sourdough. Yes.
And
rye. With the seeds. Ew, that is disgusting. Ew, rye bread in your panties. That's nasty.
Butter.
Dill seeds. It's gross. So, welcome to episode 6 of season 3 of Unscripted Podcast.
Yes. How are you guys doing? Good. Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Hope everybody is doing great. You can hear who? What? You said, yeah, I can hear y'all.
That was sarcasm.
Oh, yeah, because we can't hear them. I can't read the comments either because I don't have my glasses on because I'm trying to be
good. Brent said good.
I'm trying to be a bad bitch.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Brent, what's up, Brent?
Hey.
How you doing, Brent? We're just recording on Facebook Live for a little while, and we're doing a YouTube recording also for episode 6, season 3 of Unscripted Podcast.
The Mercury retrograde has been some fuckery, right?
Is it Mercury retrograde?
That's what everybody's blaming their fuck shit on.
I thought it was the Mercury Ballroom Gatorade.
The Mercury Ballroom Gatorade.
Mm-hmm. But before we start talking about all the fuck boys and all the fuck shit that's going on, should you tell people where to contact us?
Yes, you can contact us on all social media platforms at Unscripted Cast KY or Unscripted Podcast KY Jelly. We're
Unscripted
on
Podcast KY.
Yeah.
Where is that at? On Facebook?
I don't know. We're on Unscripted Cast, pink and black logo on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have a Snapchat, but I don't have Snapchat.
It's unscripted KY on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Email unscriptedky@gmail.com. And most importantly, we have a website, unscriptedcast.com.
So I'm trying to get a blog post up. I just got to finish it. So hopefully that should be up by the end of this weekend.
Uh-oh.
So look for that. It's not much.
What is it called? How to Be a Bad Bitch?
I forgot the title of it because I started Friday night. I've been moving, you guys. So I was like, I was on the couch because I'm sleeping on my parents' couch for like a month at the moment.
She sounds like a fuck boy.
I do.
She's sleeping on her mama's couch and judging people.
I am. I'll be like on my Twitter account.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, I got some downtime. Let's just write a blog post about me moving and whatnot. So
That sounds interesting.
it does. It's very interesting.
You got some stories to tell?
Yes.
Cool.
A lot.
Are you saving them for the blog, or can you tell us one here?
We'll save it for the blog.
Okay,
We'll say for the
very anticlimactic. Anyway, so got the connect with us everywhere they can reach us. Most importantly, the blog, the website. That is not just a blog; it actually is a website. Like
Yes.
we have a domain now. We're not just a blog anymore. We will be selling merchandise soon.
Yes.
So if you're looking for like how to be a bad bitch t-shirts or kiss me I'm a bad bitch backpacks, book bags, we'll probably have those.
Get them
soon.
for your kids.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that like how to be a bad bitch t-shirts are something that is totally appropriate for like elementary school.
Hell yeah.
I feel like you should start
These
them
babies
fast.
need to
Start them
know.
early. Yeah, they do. Because when you don't raise your daughter or your son to be a bad bitch, then by the time they get to middle school,
All the kids making fun of them.
and they don't know who they are.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Do I have on house shoes is what you're asking, Brent?
how do you know that we have on house shoes? Can you see our feet? Because I have on house shoes.
I don't have on house shoes.
I do, but why are we talking about house shoes?
That's what he asked.
What?
House shoes question mark.
House shoes? I think I said book bags, and was he talking about how to be a bad bitch house shoes?
Is that what you want? But how to be a bad bitch house shoes? He said he can read your mind like Avant.
Avant?
Yeah.
He had a song called I Could Read Your Mind?
I could read
That
your
nigga can't even read a
mind,
book. How you gonna
baby.
read somebody's mind?
I
know what you thinking.
Was it you that said he looked like a Teddy Graham?
Is
I wasn't me. I can't remember. It's so.
it was not me, and that is hilarious. How do you not remember if that's something that you said or if I said it? Can you turn your ringer? Oh, you are so unprofessional. This nigga got all types of texts and stuff coming through while we trying to record a podcast. And no, I didn't say Avant looked like a teddy bear. Truth be told, I
Not
really...
Teddy Bear, Teddy Graham.
That too. I mean, isn't a Teddy Graham a teddy bear?
I just want to be your Teddy
But
Graham.
the thing that I was going to say, I don't think I could pick Avant out in a lineup.
You couldn't?
No, I don't remember what he looks like. I want to say that he's small. Or am I lying?
I mean, he was small then.
So he's big now?
Yeah, he's a big guy now.
Like
he used
he's
to perform with Kiki. Oh, you mean height wise?
Yes.
Oh, he's a small guy. I
okay,
think.
that's what I meant. Yeah, I thought that he was like a short guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember what he looks like.
I can Google him.
No, you don't really have
You
to.
really need to see Avant.
Okay.
I know how much you like Teddy Grahams.
Okay. Go ahead and pull him up. Come on, Cletus. Like, this is what we go through on the show. But we have to do this before we start the show because I'm really trying to wrap my mind around everything that has happened in such short time.
Oh, shit. I'll Google Teddy Graham and not Avant.
This bitch. So anyway, what else do we want to talk about that is like upbeat and fun before we get into...
Oh, did you see that? Well, it's kind of sucks, but... It was good. It was kind of cool to see. So, Donald Glover, did you know that he was making the comic book series for Deadpool for FX?
I did see something come out about it a while ago, but I hadn't read it.
That's the thing. So,
Didn't he just submit it to him or something?
no, they can't. They were like, we have creative differences. FX did. They were like, no, we don't want to do the series anymore. So, the other night, he uploaded the script of the whole series on Twitter. It was pretty good. I'm like, what is FX doing? And he was like, just to let y'all know, there wasn't any creative differences. And FX told him that he seemed too busy. He said, I wasn't busy.
So what does that mean? What are we reading into this?
We don't know why they canceled the series, because this was supposed to be a big thing for FX. Like, everybody was excited for this series. It was kind of supposed to be like a Spawn type of thing, like the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was excited for it, but then all of a sudden FX was like, yeah, we're not going to do it anymore.
I wonder why.
That's the thing. And Donald Glover was like, they said that I was too busy, or either it was creative differences. Donald Glover said, heck no, it wasn't. I wasn't too busy.
He said, heck no. He used that type of language
heck
on Twitter.
yes, darn it.
Gosh darn it. There were no creative differences.
Damn, darn, diggly, darn it.
Right. He sounded like Ned Flanders.
But it's crazy to see FX like cancel that, even though with the success of Atlanta and his other projects he's been involved in or written for, it's been successful. Like, what was it? Like, I read some of the...
Is it because they don't want someone like him writing something like Deadpool? Like, they don't want to Deadpool?
Then why would they go to him to write for it then?
I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm saying it's a mystery. Like, I don't understand. I didn't even know that. I just remember seeing a headline about a script, him submitting something in Deadpool. That's all I saw. So that is what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like months ago, they were like, we signed up Donald Glover to write for the cartoon series of Deadpool. Everybody was excited.
Right.
Then the other night or other morning, he uploads the whole script and he's like, they said I was too busy and they said that we had creative differences. That's not true. Darn it.
So he uploads the whole script. He still owns the rights to the script. I mean, I assume
That's
that
weird.
he's gotten it copywritten and all of that.
Yeah.
So what was the point?
I don't know. Like, we need to figure out what the issue was.
It's kind of like the Who Bit Beyonce thing. Do you care?
No. I don't give a fuck. It's a PR stunt.
Is it?
I think it is. Look, she's got a Coachella performance in her tour.
Well, the Coachella performance has been in the works for like a year now.
I know that, but still.
But it's like, it's weird. So people are saying, so if you don't know, so Tiffany Haddish, like a couple of months ago, or like, what was it? What party was it? It was a Jay-Z concert. That's what it was. It was a Jay-Z concert that they all had went to, and there was an after party. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany Haddish had like Instagrammed a picture of her and Beyonce together, and nobody thought anything of it. And then somehow something came out when she was like telling the story on some show about how Beyonce had called some chick a bitch and some girl was trying to push up on Jay-Z, but she can't say nothing. Tiffany Haddish has said she could not say anything. I don't even think that she necessarily said an NDA the first time, but then Beyonce came out with the song about if you want to party with the queen, you got to sign the non-disclosure. And then that's when Tiffany was like, I'll sign one. I'm sure that she signed it, but I don't even think that she necessarily had even said that there was an NDA, because she didn't go into detail about exactly what happened the first time she told the story. So now when she's coming back telling the story, she said that somebody bit Beyonce. That whoever the woman was that was pushing up on Jay-Z, and Beyonce was kind of like, bitch, back up off my man. She like bit her on the chin. She bit Beyonce on the chin. So everybody is saying it's Sanaa Lathan. The thing is in the story, Tiffany Haddish said that Beyonce said that whoever the woman is on drugs, and this is not normally how she acts, and don't worry about it.
I feel like maybe somebody did push up on Jay. I don't know why.
But more importantly, it's Sanaa Lathan on drugs. Like, fuck everything. Like, I don't give a fuck who bit her. But the fact that she said, like, that's just sitting. And I'm like, if that is Sanaa Lathan, if it's not her, then everybody thinks it's her. And more importantly, they think that bitch is on drugs. Like, fuck the fact that she bit somebody. Everybody thinks she's on drugs now. Because she specifically said that Beyonce, that she was like, you want me to whoop that bitch for you? Or you need me to have your back? And she was like, nah, that bitch is on drugs. And I was like, what? Wait, the bigger story is what? So now, like, have you ever heard? I've never heard that rumor.
She seems pretty quiet.
And she, like, anytime I've ever seen her, like, when she posts stuff, it's always about her doing, like, charity shit and going to, like...
Or working.
Right.
That's it.
So,
or showing off her head.
So then, right, exactly. So then, and that was for the one that she's doing. That, was it a movie or a TV show?
One of them.
So, Nappily Ever After is what she shaved her hair off for. But then... What happened? Oh, so Sanaa Lathan was just like, no, she tweeted out, y'all crazy. Like, that was not me. And if it was me, it would have been a love bite, is what she said.
Bath salts.
Dude, right, exactly. Like, you would have to be on bath salts to, but I was like, fuck, Sanaa Lathan. But then, what did she say? Hold on, it was something else that I was just like, fuck. Oh, a couple of days later, like maybe yesterday or whatever, they was like, the official report is the cat's out of the bag, that it's Sanaa Lathan, it's been confirmed. And I'm like, she's on drugs. Like, fuck that she bit somebody's face. We need to keep her in our prayers, because she's on drugs.
Sanaa Lathan going around biting people.
Like, she's what?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right. So now everybody's just thinking Sanaa's
on bath salts.
I don't give a fuck
Pods.
if you think that I bit somebody. Just don't think I'm out here on the sugar booger.
I just feel like it's a publicity. I feel like it's a stunt. I really do. You know damn well Julius.
I don't think it's necessarily a publicity stunt, but I think it's being hyped up. Like, this is an opportunity. I think they're using the opportunity.
Yeah, they all.
I think that's
saying,
the opportunity.
Yes,
Yeah,
stir it up.
yes, because they're making it bigger than what it really is.
And they really don't give a damn.
I mean,
No.
I can't say that
If your name is in the headlines,
if Sanaa Lathan's out here on drugs biting people.
So now I think for the other two, what's her name, Tiffany and Beyonce, you know, their names in the headlines. You know, keep it in there. Good news, good publicity.
But I'm just tripping that it had to be at. If it's not Miss Lathan, I hate that people think that it's her, because, like I said, they said that
At first they thought it was Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, and then they said another white chick that I don't even remember her name, but I was like, why would it be? Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Like, they're seriously like calling, threatening like people.
They were doing Blue's Clues investigations. Like, who could it, like, trying to whittle it down. They was like, okay, bitch, well, who else was at the party if it wasn't you?
That's creepy.
And why? I don't know, but I'm just like, shit. Like, that's some tea to be spilling, that the girl is
Where
on
the fuck
drugs.
was Julius?
Not doing his job as per usual. The same place he was at when Jay-Z was getting his motherfucking ass whooped on the elevator. Shit. Minding his business and drinking his water and being a bad bitch.
He's one person that needs a backpack.
Hey, Julius was probably like, that's what that fuck nigga get. Julius probably called Solange.
Imagine?
Julius was probably stirring the
much
motherfucking
shit?
lemonade. He probably be like, nigga. I fuck everybody else's book.
Julius, when he's done with
Nigga.
Beyonce and that.
Fuck Quincy's book. He's not going. He needs to write it now, because he's going to die once he retires.
Yeah.
Because of the Illuminati is what people.
Yes, the Duke and Duchess when they're gone. The Duke and Duchess of the Illuminati. Yes, continue.
No, because when the Pharaoh dies, he takes all his servants with him.
Oh no, we gotta keep
And
Julius
you're
safe.
going in the tomb alive. Like,
I bet they would do that. Once the Duke and Duchess are gone, they're like, well, Blue, you're gonna have to kill
no,
Julius.
you ain't got to kill him. So, seal that nigga in the mausoleum with
help me. I will protect you, Julius.
Help. This is crazy.
We must protect Julius because we have to get the tea.
You gotta protect Julius. Cover him in the
Who's
blood
covering
of the
Julius?
lamb. Huh?
Who's protecting Julius?
Who is? Why he's protecting everybody else? Because really, at the end of the day, all of the mysteries, all of the questions, all of the who was, what ifs, this and that and other, he's the only motherfucker that can answer.
So you know they paying him good fucking money.
Oh,
to
he
shut the-
has to be rich, bitch. Oh my god. Either that or he's just super loyal, which is also a really good trait. But
Have you
rich
ever heard
bitch
him
is
talk?
also cool too. No, I've never been interested enough in Julius until right now.
If
Like,
we,
this is my first time showing interest in
get
him.
Julius drunk.
What is
like
his last
Quincy.
name? You got to, don't Google that.
Oh yeah, the Illuminati might come and get me.
Oh my god, I cannot stand
I'll be
you.
sacrificed.
Quit it. Why do people think
for
that?
for the OTR2 concert to be successful, they'll sacrifice.
And no,
me.
it's going to be for the OTR4 concert. This is it's too late for you to get sacrificed for this one.
Okay.
They sacrificed
Lindsay.
Cardi B's rap skills.
Ooh,
I'm joking, people. Anybody who's a Cardi B fan, I'm
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
Bunny with Bunny. Stop it. See, we had our first sponsor, and we're not gonna have any more after this. Monostat's gonna snatch their sponsorship away.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're gonna be like, fuck that bitch. Die with the yeast infection, whore. Die itching.
Could you imagine if someone did die from a yeast infection?
You probably could. Them motherfuckers are uncomfortable. Have you ever had one? They're horrible. Horrid. They are literally. First of all, they're terrible. They itch. It's imagine the inside of your body itching, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't see nothing wrong. And that's
like
how
him too.
Who?
You just said I can see nothing wrong.
Oh shit! I did just saying that, didn't I? I should have to pay money into some type of jar. Anytime somebody steps in the name of love or believes that they can fly or seeing nothing wrong or reminding something of a Jeep, there should be a pickle jar where there is at least $10 put in there.
But you have to learn to separate his artistry
Fuck
from his
him and his art. Anyway, yeast infections are horrible. Next subject.
Like, I want to see, like, what your marker would say if you died of a yeast infection.
This bitch died itching like a motherfucker. I mean,
you know, like how when in a Jewish cemetery they put the stones. Monostat or Vagisil on your stone.
Or like at the fallen soldiers, they just put the stuffed animals and stuff. Just put a back scratcher so I can be scratching up between my...
I put like the Vagisil wipes to cool you down.
Yes.
I'll put that on your marker.
Here you go, girl, in the afterlife. I hope your coochie ain't itching no more. Oh, shit. They're horrible. They're horrible. And every young girl out there, I'm telling y'all now,
take care of your
coochie.
Drink a lot of water.
Drink water and just be a bad
cranberry
bitch.
Juice, 100%
yes.
cranberry.
Don't be out here taking bad advice from YouTube vloggers telling you to spray feminine deodorant spray into your vagina when you don't feel fresh. No, bitch. It's called take a shower and drink some water.
That just reminded me. It was one day my aunt was like, "Whoa!" So she pulls it. We were at a stoplight and she takes the FDS and goes like this.
Oh, and she went home and her shit blew up.
Woo! Like FDS, like at the stoplight.
At the stop. When you got to pull out the feminine deodorant spray at the stoplight, your shit is hot. Emergency vaginal spray.
She pulled it out from the glove.
Who has fucking pussy deodorant in the glove compartment?
My aunt. She used to go, Lindsay, move.
Imagine that our moms and them used to wear fucking stockings to work every day.
Baby powder.
What the fuck?
Remember the baby powder in the coochie?
Yes, that's why all of those women have fucking cancer. Yeah. Like, they wore stockings. Fucking nylon stockings every day. Pants. Skirts, dresses, rain, sleet, snow, sun, winter, spring, summer, and fall. Bitch.
And you had to like,
I don't even know how to put on stockings anymore. Just 1 foot at a time, girl. Just one.
And pray.
Ew. That's why they had FDS, because women were fucking wearing stockings and underwear.
Can you imagine having
and
a fan
pants.
under your desk be like...
Could you imagine getting home from work on a hot summer's day?
Coochie just...
with taking off your slip, your skirt, and your stockings.
Where's your coochie?
And your hush puppies.
He's like Peggy Hill.
And your shell underneath your shirt because you don't want the V. You know how they get the little V. Nobody wanted to show cleavage back in the 80s in the workplace. Now you go into the workplace, bitch. It's like Magic motherfucking City. My mother used to she called them shells. That's what I need to get a shell to match my suit. Girl, what?
I want to give me a cuddle dud.
A dickie. Could you imagine? Like girdles. Like bitches, our aunts and grandmothers, they was wearing girdles and stockings.
I've never seen my dad mom who's passed.
Fuck
I've
that.
never seen her in pants. Never saw her in pants. She always wore dresses
with
and
stockings and slips.
Yes.
I
And
wish
she was a thick lady, so I'm like,
she was a thickums.
I was like, oh my god, like
Coochie just hot. They had the fucking hot sign on 20. That's why all our mamas got pregnant all the time.
Could you imagine? That's why there she is. She's hot.
The hot sign was always on. Oh, girl, you sweaty. Come
It's
on.
like the Krispy Kreme. Button like them kids.
Ew. Gross. Hot sign on. That is disgusting.
Could you imagine what the men
No.
went through going down there?
They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Them
men don't
niggas
give
was
a fuck.
waddling through Gina Tay and fucking baby powder. Like our elders and ancestors were okay. Like, do you really think that back in the day, older black women was shaving all they shit and going to get
No.
waxes? Bitch, no. They had to come home, take care of their badass kids, cook dinner. Wasn't no McDonald's. They had to cook dinner, then go take a quick Gina Tay bath, because they took baths every, like,
With Clorox.
baths. Bubble bath. What
Hi,
the
Jamal.
fuck? Bubble baths every day?
Yeah. Mr. Bubbles.
Nigga, the
It's some
Avon.
Clorox.
Remember your mama's back of the
Skin
tub?
so
It was just
soft.
full of skin so
So
soft
soft.
and all the, just coochie just hot, sweaty, yeasty.
And you going to the doctor, it hurts.
They used to have commercials for fucking douches. Bitch, a douche. Like, no. Your gynecologist
haven't
would
seen
smack the
commercials.
shit out of you.
They don't
now.
even like gynecologist. Newsflash, gynecologist.
What a
A gynecologist doesn't even like it when women wear thongs.
No, because the microbes between the shit on the thong travels. So the thong is inside of your ass, and everything on that string.
They wear them. They're like, I wear them every day.
I'm like, bitch, what is your
I'm
vag
like,
going through
just
right
wear
now?
the thong, you know, when you want to get intimate and take that shit off.
When you want to get intimate,
just take
go
it off.
commando. Like, what the fuck is a thong
No,
for?
girl, they just slide it to the side like the song. Slide them panties to the side.
Or
let
just
me
wear the thong
slide
backwards.
in.
Just wear them fucking backwards.
Ooh, ouch! It get caught in your lips.
Would be in them. What are you talking about?
Ooh.
And then you have like a little piece of jewelry.
Have you ever like accidentally like put your underwear on too fast and then your lips get caught?
Bitch, have you ever put a pad on upside down? Shit. Hey, this is the girls episode. All the dudes, if there are any left in the
we
chat,
got one
they're
listener
probably
now.
like, fuck, what is going on right now?
Is that why she in the bathroom all the time?
She's always in her douching. What is going on?
Douching. Get the douche. Michael.
Bitch,
Get the douche.
they had
And that vinegar under the sink.
the enema and douche bottles like just in the house back in
Get it under the sink, Michael.
the gross.
Edward. Leonard.
Lena, go in there and get my douche.
It's hanging over the shower curtain. And get the vinegar under the sink.
Who was that? Was that D.L. Hughley talking about
When
when
he
he had the enema? I thought he was playing like a trombone.
Could
I told you about my friend I used to work with that thought the
What was the
FDS was
story?
a mint spray. He went in his
thought it
grandmama's
was
room.
Banaka?
Yeah, he thought it was Banaka. He went in his grandmama's room and was like, ooh. And he went to spray and his grandma was like, no! No! Don't spray.
I remember as when I got my period, my mom was like, now sometimes you have to douche. Even then I knew
That was wrong.
I was like, no, Mom. She said, no, sometimes you just gotta clean
You're
it
like,
out.
but everything comes downward. Why would I send it back up?
She's like, no, Lynn, sometimes you just gotta clean it out. I'm like, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I don't think that's good
That
advice.
doesn't make sense. No. Take some shower to shower, put it in your panties.
Oh
Just sprinkle
no!
it in
Shower
the-
to shower powder?
Yeah. Take that. Put it in your panties.
I'm surprised
And
you
put it
never
under
had a
your
yeast
breast.
infection.
No, I never put that. I never did that.
Oh, okay, because you didn't trust it. You knew that was fucked up.
Why would I trust somebody that puts cilantro in Alfredo?
This is true. Or cumin in Alfredo. This is true. This is very, very true.
Just sprinkle a little bit.
Just put a little of that Clorox powder in your underwear.
Yeah, you might
It'll
want
be
to take
fine.
some borax if that works.
Just scrub your face with it.
Put it in your underwear.
You don't need Ambi. We got Clorox in there. What are you doing?
I remember Ambi. My grandmother used to use it, and I thought it would turn you to a white lady.
The fade cream.
Yes, I'm like, I was like, Grandmama, please don't be a white
Stop
lady.
trying to be white. Esoterica cream. You remember all of that
Yes.
shit? Oh my God. The shit that women used
get you
to
some
go
Tussie.
through.
Tussie.
Oh God. It's terrible. But yeah, the YouTube vlogger the other day, and I had posted it on Facebook, but I'm sitting there just watching. It's one of my favorite YouTube vloggers too. And she was like, I'm about to talk about all of my favorite things. And Summer's Eve feminine deodorant spray happened to be one of them. And I was like, okay, I don't know how she's using it. Maybe she's doing something different with it. And then she said, spray it up there.
No. Oh.
Bitch, are you trying to kill everybody? So then this girl in the comments says, so will that make it like, does that smell good? Will my man like it asking for myself? And I was just like,
Your man's probably like, bitch, what's wrong with you?
no, he's not. Niggas love when your vagina smells like Bath and Body
He
Works.
looks like a child.
Yeah, and looks very childlike.
Ain't that creepy?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how the porn has trickled down into mainstream?
Yes, it is very weird how porn has trickled into mainstream.
The whole
Like, niggas be really thinking you gonna do. You saw that? Oh, she got paid to do those things. Like, you don't understand. That's not how life works.
Hey, ladies, if you want like a good exfoliator to get rid of your blackheads, take some mustard seed or just regular French's mustard and like rub your face with it.
How did we go from?
Because I'm trying to get us money so we can get paid for some bullshit. That's
Oh,
put on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. That's what we do. Okay, yeah. Put mustard on your face. I'm like, what? I thought you was about to say put some nut on there. That's what I thought you was going to
Did
say.
you say nut?
Yes, because we were talking about porn. That's why I was like, where is this
Yeah,
going?
do that too.
No,
No,
don't
the
listen to Lindsay.
protein.
But I did hear it was good for your skin.
Protein is good for your skin.
Protein is good for your skin.
Yeah, baby.
Don't do that.
Just, yeah, baby. On my face. I'm going to say just like, yeah, baby.
Why do you sound like Cheech and Chong? You sound like some dude. The
On my
fuck?
face.
Come on the floor.
Come on the show and on my
Stop
face.
it. And why are you doing your hands like that?
Fanning myself because it's hot.
Oh my God. This is so horrible. So yeah, so don't put feminine deodorant spray or douches or Bath and Body Works into your panties, ladies. Just
Please.
don't fucking do it. It's not worth the cervical cancer
Shower.
that you'll get in 20 years. Like, yeah, your dude might like that your cooch smells like fucking sweet pea. You know, he might like a juniper breeze every once in a while. I get it. But it's just not worth the reproductive issues and problems that you could have later on, STIs and shit. Not even STIs, just regular schmegular yeast infections that you could die from. Right?
Yeah.
Fatal yeast infections.
I told you, if any of y'all die from a yeast infection, I'm coming to your funeral and laying some wipes down and spraying some FSA.
This is for my
Or FDS.
homies. This is for my homies.
Put some shower on.
See you when I get there in that monostat, My God.
My God. Don't they like put, what is it that beauty people use? Do they use
the Glide, the butt stuff. The
Astroglide?
Yes, thank you.
No, I mean to tighten up under the
Oh,
eyes.
that's Preparation H.
Okay, so not Monostat.
Not Monostat.
I
but
feel like they use Monostat
they
for
do.
something.
Monostat and Astroglide for primer. Because it has the same properties.
Ain't that crazy?
No, because what's crazy is that that's probably what it was used for.
And then they were like,
bitch,
how?
put
Was
it in
she
your
naked?
coochie. The bunny was like, not only are my pores that they did the animal testing on, not only are my pores invisible, but my yeast infection has cleared up.
The bunny's like,
a bad bitch. That's how they found out. Because you know how a lot of those drugs start out for something totally different.
Yeah, look at
Preparation
Botox.
H.
Like,
oh yeah,
Botox was actually used for migraines,
botulinum
and
toxins.
Now they use it for
migraines, perspirations, and it was something else they used it for medically.
Coochie tightening.
You get Botox in your cooch now?
I'm gonna check and see.
I thought you get that sewn up.
What, like the vaginal?
Yeah, like the revert. Remember we talked about that like a couple of years ago on one of the podcast episodes. So to get it like the snapback, but it's only a one-time thing. So it's kind of like a Groupon.
I saw something like that on this one plastic surgery show where this lady from like another country where, you know, where being a virgin is like a big thing and she wasn't. I forgot what part of the world, but it was
where
like,
being a virgin is a...
Yeah, they wanted a virgin. Like, when you get married, you best to be a virgin. And she wasn't.
Oh, so it's not like they just...
Religious.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay,
and
this is
like,
weird.
I'm a virgin, so I'm going to go get my vagina tightened so it can be like I'm a virgin.
Okay, so then what happened?
She got the vaginal tightening.
Rejuvenation is what it's called, I think. I think it's called a vaginal rejuvenation.
That's the first time I
vaginal,
ever heard
vaginal,
of it. I was like, what
vaginal.
the fuck? Like, it seems like a money thing for plastic surgeons. Like, it just seems ridiculous. Like, I'm like, vaginal tightening? I mean, bitch, just don't have sex for a long time.
Like a week.
Yeah, bitch, that shit get tight.
From what I've heard.
The walls are coming down. He'll be like, when he get in, the walls are caving in on me.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you tonight?
I just had water.
And that's all we're drinking. There's no alcohol in these cups, unfortunately.
I should not have clicked images.
You said Botox vagina Botox shots. We should do a Botox party. I'll do my vagina. Y'all can do whatever, but everybody...
You'll be screaming.
The catch is you have to get it done in front of everybody.
I'm like, I don't want to look.
I'm like, look! You're gonna fuck! And then after I get it
It'll
done...
be a curtain. And we'll just see your face and you'll be like this.
That's like when Tyra fucking got a colonics on her show.
She's full of shit still.
Well, she wasn't full of shit that day. If she can get a colonic on her show,
it helps the vagina relax.
I should see, and mine is pretty fucking uptight.
They were like, why don't you just do Kegels? She was like, no,
bitch, just give me Botox.
Kegels, do your Kegels. Ain't that what the Kegel balls are for? Like, how does those balls work? The Benoit balls.
You put them in and hold them bitches in there.
Like, are you like, like you in the gym, we go,
sort of. I'm doing them right now as we speak. I just did like 20 in a row.
Like, I did like 5 of
like
them
rapid fire. Like boom, 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 boom.
Just your vagina. Oh,
bitch is ripped. Do you even work out, bro?
Of course.
Somebody should do an animation of like a ripped vagina.
I have been coaxing my clenched vagina muscles to relax with hormone creams. And
your vagina does using CrossFit.
Vaginal CrossFit. Could you imagine? What you do? Like just pound it on something?
Skiing. And you put some little skis on it. It does a Nordic track.
Just
it'll be like this.
On the elliptical.
It just keep, and then if it's floppy, it flops on the elliptical. Oh God! Those are the older ladies. Oh jeez.
The one had like 10 kids.
Oh Jesus! Yes.
This girl put Valium pills in her vagina.
Oh. To relax?
Yes. Look, he walked out. Why would you put Valium?
The same reason why people put drugs in there. Like, that's one of the places, like, in your butt and all of that. Remember, people used to do coffee shots in their butt. No. You don't, like, this was probably when coffee, in the 90s.
See, I don't remember.
Like when, because you were just born. Coffee was just, like, getting super, super, super popular again, you know, because hipsters, but thank God for the hipsters, because we're not drinking Sanka anymore. But people were doing fucking coffee shots, like coffee colonics. All of that, so they could get...
coffee already makes you shit, depending on the type you drink.
They don't make you shit like a colonic, though. Like, because that's going to take you...
Have you ever gotten a colonic?
No, and I don't want... Tyra Banks got one on her show. I feel like I should get Botox on ours in my vagina.
Botox? Well, if you stick volume up there from what I just read...
It'll be like... Could you imagine?
What the guy's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what? I mean, I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
And you like,
so what is the Valium? Okay, on a serious note, science. What is the Valium in your vagina supposed to do?
Relax it. She
Why?
got hormone creams and volume in her vagina.
Is that for like cramps? Is that for like cramps or something?
No, she just wanted a tight vagina.
Why do you need... No, but tight and relaxed are two different... Those are totally opposite. Like, relaxed is loose.
Her friend said, I think we should inject Botox in some of these really tight areas in your vagina to help them to relax. So I'm guessing she was
they were
too
really...
tight.
She was too tight. Okay, so...
But Botox tightens, though. Right? It paralyzes.
Yeah, it does. Well, maybe...
Well, I guess it'll... Because in your underarms, it tightens the pores, to keep you from perspiring.
Yeah. Or does it deaden them?
I've had success using Botox on patients with pelvic floor dysfunction. But they usually need
My pelvic floor is lined in gold.
Mine's in line with diamonds and rubies.
That sounds painful.
To keep fuck niggas out.
Right. Scratches. Diamonds are forever.
That's how I can kill me and then take their money. They could have sex with me.
You'd be like American... Do you watch American Gods?
The video game show? Didn't she eat her vagina? Ate them? He was like,
because they're praising her. Yeah, like it's like literally.
She's a goddess of love.
She's a goddess of something. Yeah,
I should be like that.
Try it and let me know how that works.
My vagina eating men.
Like the first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Get down there, Zadie.
Bellaquist, isn't that her name?
Yeah.
That was really something.
They said it was filmed beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so if you read the book, you were definitely looking forward to that scene. There were other scenes, but that scene, when they said that they were going to do it, I was like, how the fuck are they going to pull that off? And they definitely pulled it off. That was very weird. Oh. And they did a couple of them. Like, I didn't need to see that more than one time. She
dabbed hormone creams and numbing gels on her labia twice a day and spent hours with a physical therapist who pulled at my pelvic muscles to train them to relax.
Is this the CrossFit?
Yeah.
Vaginal CrossFit. Google vaginal CrossFit and see if anything comes up.
I will do that.
So this is the last thing before we start talking about fuck shit. We've been acting super duper goofy because the week has just sucked.
It has.
It's been a horrible week. Like, terrible. It's been terrible but good at the same time.
Your vagina can fall out.
From vaginal CrossFit?
Yeah.
How can it fall out?
Prolapse. Like a prolapse. I was supposed to say retina, rectum. Your vagina can fall out.
Oh, like those ones that you can basically just climb in like a cave?
Yeah. I mean, it's still a pussy. If it's a pussy, it's a pussy.
But CrossFit is like you're getting strong. So I feel like you can't get like a six-pack down there.
No. It'll fall out. But I think a guy wouldn't care because he'll still fuck whatever. He'll fuck
pick it up.
He'll pick it up and fuck it.
It's mobile. Yeah. And I'm not attached to it. He doesn't have to hear me talk. He doesn't have to ask me what I want to eat for dinner.
He might get a rocket pocket. What is those called? Those rocket pockets?
And he can spray FDS on it.
Yeah.
Whenever he wants to.
Make it smell like petunias.
He can make it smell like fucking Japanese cherry blossom all day long.
and put it back when he's done with it. Could you imagine?
Leave it, put it back where you found it.
Baby, lay down.
And attach it.
He
Be
can
like,
have
why
it
does
when
it
it's at
smell like Japanese cherry blossom?
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, we're just talking about vaginal CrossFit. You know, regular stuff.
You know, you missed it. We were having a good conversation about FDS and working out your vagina. This one lady apparently takes Valium and sticks it up her vagina and gets Botox.
I just don't want to believe that that's true.
That's a lot of work.
Who's about to be sticking Valium into their vagina?
This woman apparently with Botox and a doctor pulling her vaginal walls.
Dr. Poe.
What?
The one that he's like, spread them.
Girl, I know what the fuck. I Googled it and then this woman's getting that done. Like, so she has a doctor going, hey, relax.
How do you pull on somebody's pelvic muscles? That just...
Ask Donald Trump.
Oh, God. He grabs on them, not pulls on them.
Relax. Are you taking a picture?
I'm doing a thing, saying we're live on Facebook. All right.
Put vaginal walls. My sugar walls. Come and feel the glide inside my sugar walls.
What was that wave right there? What was that? What was that? Do it again.
Oh, wait. I can't do it. Come and feel the glide inside my sugar walls. I can't do it.
Oh my God.
Pull up to my bumper, baby.
Why do people listen to us? Like, y'all clearly
with
have
your long black limousine. Slide it in between.
So, okay, the Michelle Obama meme, the one where she's like, that was me when Pull Up to My Bumper was on. I was in middle school, like, yes, pull up to my bumper.
The Petra or the Grace Jones one?
Patra.
Pull up to my bumper, baby.
And when she was talking about Minuteman and everything, I loved Patra. I had no idea what she was talking about. Is that really what we're doing, though? Is that what we're doing? We gonna be Monistat is taking our sponsorships. Like, this is the last sponsorship we'll ever have. Ever. Like, the next episode is gonna be sponsored by Indies.
Just for me.
Indies.
Just for me.
Indies napkins.
What about, okay, Indies napkins and Just for Me firm?
No, they can keep that shit.
Just for me. Recombinant and silent. It's worry free. Just for your pee.
Just putting them chemicals in them babies' hair. Oh, God, Jesus.
JUSTFORME.
Okay, so anything else before we get to...
Before we get to this, I guess the seriousness, sisters. Ladies, take care of your vagina. Drink your water. Don't stick
FDS into your vagina.
A douche, Valium, Botox. What else?
I don't know.
Don't nasty peens. Don't stick that in there. Just be careful what you put into your vagina.
Oh my God, I just went onto the live video. Why did I do that? Sorry, y'all, didn't mean to do that.
Oh, we had a listener.
That was me.
Okay, so like I said, take care. What did you say, Lisa? Coffee enemas are a thing. That's what she just said. She was telling me about the coffee enemas. I never heard of it until recently. But watch out what you put up your rectum. Because doctors, from what I've seen on shows, they're like, please stop it.
Stop sticking stuff into your body.
Just stop.
Like, stop sticking. The only thing that I can see that you maybe should be sticking into your butt as far as medicine-wise is like
sex toy.
Enema. I'm talking about like medicine-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Sex toy.
Yeah. Beads, pearls, dicks. No, I mean medicine-wise. Like an enema or something. But, dog, like... Come on.
Suppositories.
Yeah, suppositories. Yeah, that's normal. But people be talking about
the first time I saw a
crazy
box of, was it a firm?
A firm relaxer?
No, what's the suppository called?
I don't know.
It's like
Fleets?
yeah, I call it the firm.
The firm. Oh my God. The firm. It's the unfirm once you use that. Oh God. Stick it to them with stick-ups. Now, the first time you saw Fleets.
I didn't get I was a kid. I'm like, why is this little stick figure bending over on the bed? I didn't know what it was for.
That's like when you were younger and looking at the tampon box telling you how to put it in. You're
Yeah.
like, what's going on here? Like,
Yeah.
what are these
You know,
ladies?
you like,
Why does she have her foot on the toilet? What is
Yeah.
going on right now?
you're like
I
going
thought
through
you
your
told me not to do that.
parents or your grandmas or grandpas like cabinets and stuff. You meddling and you like, what the fuck? This is what a tampon looks
The freaky shit is super. What type of shit is this?
Super.
A super absorbent tampon be this thick.
cardboard. I'm supposed to. I told y'all listeners a story when I first tried a cardboard tam.
Oh, with the cardboard thing. Oh, Jesus.
I like try to be grown.
Do you remember when Tampax Pearls first came out?
Yes, they didn't work for me.
I mean, they didn't work for a lot of people, but what I'm saying is that changed the game. You didn't
Yeah.
have to put a fucking poster board and a piece of cotton.
Like I'm still.
It was like a
it's coming
fucking
back.
push pop.
It's like the Flintstones.
And the string was like this long.
Yes. And I was walking like this at school.
I hurt. I don't know how to get this out.
And then to take it out is worse. I was like,
Don't practice. This is advice that I give to all young lady listeners. Do not practice putting on tampons.
why would they say practice? Practice makes perfect. You do not practice with tampon. You do when
You do
are
that
ready.
shit when you need it because you're going to regret that shit. If
Have you had
do
the
it.
hemp ones yet?
I wish I had the weed ones. I don't need a hemp
Well,
one. I
there's
want a
Fourier.
weed one.
Was it Fourier?
Yeah, but we can't get it here, can we? We can't get anything.
There's ways.
Well, I mean, like
Hi,
legally.
Cam.
Hey, Mr. Wash, you just missed all the fun. We were talking about tampons
And vaginal CrossFit.
and vaginal crossfit.
I know, Lisa. We were supposed to open up our weed stand.
Still ain't got the weed stand, and Bruce was gonna be our backer.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, not much. What's good with you, Cam? Well, Bruce is going to be our backer.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa and I have the stand, too, in Colorado, so we can branch out there, too.
Y'all have what stand in Colorado?
Our weed stand.
You have a weed stand?
Yeah.
You been holding out on me?
No, we are. That's why my friend went to Colorado to get it ready.
When is this going to be ready?
We might be selling it out of her car.
Y'all are horrible.
Her
Breaking.
cats walking around. Meow.
Breaking Bad. All right, so you ready for this?
Yes. So, like I said, the Mercury retrograde must have been like pretty off this week. Well, I'm already in Colorado, yeah. So, yeah, the Mercury retrograde is probably off this week because these motherfuckers have lost their mind from Matt Bevin to Fabolous to Tyrone. Who else we got?
You better call Tyrone.
Those like are the top three I can think. Oh, Killer was it Killer Mike?
Oh, call him.
Like they have lost their
Tell
damn
him,
minds.
come on.
Who you want to start with? Killer Mike? Matt
Let's start with
Bevin?
Tyrone.
I feel like
Tyrone Hankerson Jr.
Oh my god.
So he was on Roland Martin's YouTube channel. So okay, tell them who Tyrone is.
Okay, you guys. Tyrone is one of the accused people from Howard University that has been accused of stealing over $1 million worth of federal aid funds that was meant to go to students who are in need at Howard University. So if y'all don't know, like for the past few years, there's been a lot of students who have been, including I have a relative, they haven't been able to come back to Harvard due to lack of fund. Howard. Woo! To lack of
How
funds.
we gonna be like, we ain't got nothing to do with them niggas.
Shit, we still owe money.
We don't even let niggas in.
pretty much, due to lack of funds, or they either don't have housing for these students,
or allocation, like the way that they allocate.
Yeah, they've gone
funds.
through. Yeah, and they've gone through several presidents within the past few years, so they've been kind of in the news lately. But this is what blew up was a guy named by the name of Tyrone. What's his last name?
Hankerson
Jr., who worked at the financial aid office, has been rewarding himself with grants, scholarships, with federal aid money totaling on his part almost $500,000.
So he hasn't been awarding himself from what he says.
Per Roland Martin, because of...
Because Roland Martin is a trusted source in the hood. That's what all the aunties... If Roland with his ascot says it is so. No, Roland didn't say it was so. He had him on the show. But he didn't award them to himself. They think that it was part of some type of... like a ring of people,
like a stipend or something.
Well, it was several, so
it had to be a ring of people. So
it was a ring of people, and some of them have reportedly been already
fired. Yeah. But Howard didn't release it to students, and the students are like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
No wonder why I couldn't get aid, because y'all stealing the shit.
Yep.
Or why I had to leave.
Yep.
And some people are saying, well, you know, he has fur coats. This kid had fur coats, Range Rovers, going Gucci on trips bags, everywhere,
Celine shoes.
Now, from what I heard,
on the run concert tickets.
Now, from what I've heard, is that hey, this is typical on Howard campus, because a lot of like politicians and celebrities,
very affluent kids go to that school.
Yeah, very affluent kids go there. Okay, but.
Not people who have a $0 family contribution is showing up in Gucci loafers. How you got a 0 on your FAFSA? Family contribution is 0. Okay, cool. I'm with you. So he said the tuition yearly is, I think he said it's like about $30,000.
Yeah, and that's about what I pay going to a PWI.
Cool. We'll even give you that. $30,000 a year, cool. So $30,000 over 4 years, that's $280, right?
Yeah.
So you get somehow all of this money, which is full scholarship money, every single year that you're there for 4 years. Then you've been there for 3 additional years. You don't get the same kind of financial aid for graduate school.
You don't.
Not at all. So, so you somehow managed to finesse the whole 4 years, which is at least $280,000, which is almost $300,000. Your family contribution is 0.
Mm-hmm.
You need that $280 for school. Where are you getting Gucci bags and shit if your family can't afford to pay any part of your college? Where did you get the loafers, the minks, the Range Rovers, the trips? So then he said, that the trips were part of a study abroad. What kind of study abroad sends you with fucking Louis Vuitton bags and Fendi's and videographers?
Baby powder blue shorts and
hats and crushed velvet loafers. I need to go on that kind of work study. Like what kind of, so he has a 4.0. Okay, that's fine too. Mm-hmm. So you should have a fucking 4.0 because you're a genius. You have somehow managed to get a full ride for 4 years working in the financial aid office for like the first, I want to say he said he was there the first 3 years that he was there at Howard. And the law review, the Howard Law Review or some shit like that. So you know a whole lot of stuff. You're extremely smart. He seems like one of the most sociopath type people. Like you plotted this and those other people too.
The doctor.
Yeah, what was his name? What was the doctor's name?
I forget, but the doctor was hilarious.
Y'all, what was the doctor? What was the fake doctor's name that had a fucking office, a medical office? This happened a couple of years ago. What was his name? Doogie Howser. It wasn't Doogie Howser, but it was something.
Malachi Love. Yes. Dr. Love.
So, in the same way that Mr. Hankerson is coming out saying that he is innocent, that is the same thing that Dr. Love said too.
He had a press conference. He
had all the verbiage down. He knew exactly what to say. But that's how fucking crooks and cons work. Of course you know what to say. Of course you have receipts. Nigga, you were living La Vida Loca. Like, you had a fucking travel blog while you are a college student with a $0 family contribution on your FAFSA. Where? Zero.
Him and those other people involved need to get their ass in trouble because I feel so terrible for those students.
I mean, and then people are like, oh, it was the government's money, blah, blah, blah. The point is that you've inconvenienced and slowed down and took away people's opportunity for education right then and there. They had to wait or just not do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those people had to end up going to other institutions or just not going to school at all.
Yeah, I have a relative. She went to Howard for a year. And her financial aid and shit didn't go through, or she didn't get what she thought she was gonna get, and she had to leave. And I'm kind of like, damn.
Yeah, because Tyrone was, nigga,
balling on her,
balling out of control, sitting in my living room thinking of a master plan. Like, gotta find a way out, gotta get scratched. Tyrone was balling out of control. Like, I've never seen.
And he did the Beyonce photo shoot that I sent you.
Did you send me the photo shoot?
Yes, when him and his, I guess, friend were doing the Beyonce poses. I sent that to you. Were they in the elevator?
I gotta look at. Oh, the side by sides. Yes, he was living his best life off of financial aid and stipends and grants. Like, all of that Pell Grant money that we normally use to buy Jordans with. This nigga had a travel blog.
He had the travel blog where he went to Cuba.
He was going everywhere.
Europe.
Yeah, he said that he was getting special grants and scholarships for students who were doing good academically. And that he had other opportunities that were not available to everybody based on his academics and you know, his studies and all of that stuff. So, all right, dude, $400 and something $1,000 worth though. That's a lot.
Like,
and you have a $0 family contribution is my thing. I'm sitting here looking at people like me or like
were
you.
An escort, like a male escort?
Right, exactly.
Like, what were you doing?
And this is my thing. I don't blame him if he really legally was able to claim $0 family contribution and he legally was able to get all of that money. I blame the fucking system for letting it happen.
Yeah, somebody was watching him.
Yeah, I blame the system from fucking letting it happen because there's so many kids out here who can't claim $0 family contribution because of their living situations. They can't afford to get paperwork and shit saying that their parents ain't gave a shit about them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do, like, when you fill out your FAFSA, until what age is it that you have to have,
I was doing that all the way up until age of 20.
Shit, was like in your 20s. I was going to say, like, until your 20s. You have to legally be, like, emancipated and show all types of proof that your parents aren't in your life. And, like, and there's so many kids in those situations that have parents who actually do work. But not enough to actually contribute, and they won't contribute. So those kids aren't able to get those same benefits that someone like someone like him. And the thing is clearly, nigga, you can afford this. If you can afford a fucking Hermes belt, you can afford a class in textbooks.
Yeah.
But I blame the system if this is legal, because he's saying that it is. So, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of people have been able to get over on the government legally. There are loopholes. He's a law student. So, okay, there probably is some kind of loophole that he was able to get through.
I'm like, shit.
Right.
Let me know.
Right. And my thing is it's not, okay, so
I feel bad for those students.
Exactly. And we've talked about this before. Like, is it your responsibility to take care of everybody in the hood? No, it's not. It's not your responsibility to do that. But I feel like somebody who goes to an HBCU community should kind of be at the forefront of your intention. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like everybody... You can go to school anywhere, but you purposefully chose an HBCU. You know what an HBCU was founded for and by and who. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people who go there, it's all for me. That's the reason. That's a big problem with the HBCUs now, is because the alumni don't really take care of the schools.
No, look, all these shutting down.
Yeah, like, they don't take care of the schools.
They have shut Morris Brown gone.
Yeah,
Atlanta was damn near gone.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. A lot of these, they don't take care of them. So I'm just like, even if you were able to have that opportunity to have so much money, I don't know if he gave any of it back to the community.
Hell no.
But nigga, if you was even getting it illegally, you could have got so many homies on. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If you was the plug for financial aid and Pell Grants, do you know how many people you could have gotten educations for? Like, if you're going to steal anything, steal that. Steal educations for everybody, not just so you can get clothes. Like, yeah, you got a 4.0 because you knew that this was your money. Yeah. Like, that's how you eat. I'm going to be a student. I'm going to be good at this so I can keep getting this fucking money. Plus, I can get this extra money that I'm over here getting that I probably shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. But instead of doing that, what we do... You
told on yourself.
Yes, our greed is what is basically, if he wasn't out here doing what he was doing, he could have been doing this forever. If he was taking his money and putting his community centers and or getting other students in, being like, hey... Let me show you how you can get this cash. Mm-hmm. Let me show you how you can go to college all 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me show you how to work the system. Nobody probably would have ever known. No. But the fact is that sometimes, like Frank Lucas, when we do flashy shit.
Yep. What's it do? Said from Goodfellas, don't buy any shit.
And then you go out and you buy shit and look what happens. It's like sometimes we just... I just don't understand it. And like I said, it's not your responsibility as one person to take care of your whole community. But I just feel like, why would you go somewhere like Howard or any HBCU if community is not really what you're about? Go to a PWI. Yeah. Like, there are plenty of them out there that would
really screw over students.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screw them over, please.
Not
I
your
wish I knew it,
people.
I was
like, that's my thing. Not your own. Like, you know what these HBCUs are going through. You know what I'm saying? And
they want to cut funding for these HBCUs.
Yes.
Yeah, they even want to come after Howard.
Yes, and he was saying that he thinks that they're using his story because he said that he got his money legitimately. He says he thinks that they're using this to try to get rid of Dr. maybe Johnson. I don't know what the new president's name is. But they're using this to get rid of him. Again.
And you know Betsy DeVos like...
She's probably like, I told y'all niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
I was like, oh, you just giving this bitch ammo.
Just giving her ammo.
And I'm like, that's what she wants. She wants to cut that funding.
Well, with people, when you're out here, and he's not the only one, and there was plenty of people saying like Donald Trump, that's what he does. You're abso-fucking-lutely right. And you know what else he does? He makes sure that all of his rich fucking friends knows he gets himself elected president so that him and his friends can have their taxes cut. He doesn't go out and buy Gucci belts and Range Rovers and gets a videographer. He makes sure that all the other no shit motherfuckers like him are going to be able to reap these benefits Because this motherfucking, this county, city, I was going to say county, thinking of Jefferson County, girl, because of JCPS, but I forgot it was a state. This whole motherfucking country is a scam. Yeah. It was built on a scam. It is a fucking, like, that's all it is a scam. And yeah, like, I get it. There are people out there who are rich, like the rich people. This is what they do. They take care
of themselves.
They fucking take care of their people. Not from the aspect of brotherhood. They do it because they know that there's strength in numbers. Like, nigga, if I'm getting this shit, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to get this shit too, because we all fucked up. But in our case, we know that we're the underdogs. So why wouldn't you want us to come up with you?
He didn't want that. Selfish, greedy.
You want to be out here I
don't know what y'all talking about. A videographer.
Nigga, you got a videographer?
Secure the bag.
Secure the motherfucking bag. And so people were like, how do you know the mink is real? How do y'all know this? How do y'all know that? And this is all true. All I'm saying is sometimes the things that you choose to place importance on can get your ass in trouble. That's all. It's just, and I'm just, you know, If it comes out that the shit is legal, then great. He needs to fucking do free workshops to black students so that they will know how to finesse the system. Like, he should have been doing that. If it was legal, you should have been, like, that's your, like, what the fuck are you going to school to be a legislator? Like, law school. Isn't that you're being a legislator.
In the entertainment industry, they do that. They don't want other people to, you know.
You don't want the regular people to get the plug. You just up here.
Even in the entertainment industry, I'm getting a piece of gum.
So give me a piece too.
So in the entertainment industry, they do the same thing.
Yeah, they take care of their own. And it's not because they feel like that's their you know, kindred spirits or I love him, he's my brother. No.
Business thing. All business.
It's all business. Because they all just
It's business.
But in his case, I'm just like, I just don't understand it. What's the next story? Oh, this is a good thing. T.S. Madison has been having different co-hosts on her show. Thank God. The first one was New York.
Tiffany Paula. Mm-hmm. She's funny.
New York was on there. I didn't know she had a fake booty. And it don't look good. Like, I'm not against plastic surgery at all. Like, if I had money, I'd be out
some
here.
Good plastic surgery. That's one thing.
Yeah, there's a difference between just plastic surgery and good plastic surgery. She looked kind of weird.
Yeah, she got a lot done.
She has a lot done. But anyway, she was on the show. And then last week or the other day, Amaya was on the show. And she's on Star, which I did not know that. King Amaya. She's a trans woman. She's really beautiful. I don't know Amaya's last name, though, so I don't want to mess it up.
You said King Amaya?
Mm-hmm. It used to be King Amaya. Amaya Scott. But she was on Maddie's show. She's on the show.
Isn't that the writer? Ain't she, like, didn't she write music?
Possibly. It's definitely possible. I have no idea. But she's on the show Star on Fox.
She's a writer. I know who you're talking about.
But she was on the show the other day. I want to say, what was that, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever Maddie's show's coming out. So Maddie is no longer with the homophobic, miserable, ugly, washed up Kaya. Kaya's a mess. She's a mess. She's a hot mess. But I did mean to tell you that the other day.
Well,
so I might
good.
start.
Hopefully
I might start
looking
watching.
up for T.S. Madison.
Hopefully so. So I might start watching clips of it because I can't sit through an hour of them just dragging people. I cannot do it. Next on the docket,
Killer Mike.
Want to go ahead? Tell the story.
Because it happened in the beginning of the week. Hold on.
Killer Mike was on
the NRA.
Mm-hmm.
So
we are just out on the recording.
I had to think for a little bit because that was the first fuckery that happened at the beginning of last week. So I'm pretty sure you guys know what's going on with the Parkland students. They're protesting against the NRA and the easy access to guns, machine guns, and whatnot. And Killer Mike gets on the NRA to be the token black guy and says some pretty stupid shit, calls out the Parkland teens, and he also says, like, what was it? Like,
he said that
if my kid steps out with a gun or if it protests against
he said I told my son that if you walk out of school on a protest, you might as well walk out of my house. And that little fucker did go ahead and walk out anyway, and he got the nerve to be failing math or some shit. But he was on the NRA, like
their TV shit channel.
Yeah, their little is it even on TV or is it on the internet?
It's probably on the internet, but I heard they had their own channel.
And he was on there with another token black dude, and they were just talking about, just people like to tune you out when they just hear, like, if you're a Republican or whatever, they just automatically be like, oh, no. But Killer Mike was like, yeah, we all need to meet in the middle and have conversations because some things we can agree on and other things we may not agree on. Basically, nigga, like, we all know that everybody needs to be bipartisan. Like, we know that we need to come together, cross the aisles, all of that shit.
But it's never going to happen.
I mean, Right. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea if it's going to happen or not. But what I can tell you is that story doesn't, that conversation, you don't need to be having that conversation on a channel that's run by the fucking NRA. Like the NRA.
That community that doesn't even like your skin color
That don't
or your
even
size.
like, exactly.
You are why they have guns.
You are why, like, yeah, black people may need to start getting more guns and licenses to carry.
That will
carrying
get them to, we need to look at guns.
Like, yeah, but those aren't the people that you need to do. Like, no, Killer Mike. No, and no. Like, who is his PR person? Does he have one?
Probably not. Because who's going to fucking work with this dope? Sound like a old lady.
I just can't listen to Run the Jewels.
I know, it makes me sick because I like that song from the Black Panther soundtrack.
I just don't...
And then he goes on Twitter and was it Chance the Rapper or...
Tell me the story and I'll tell you because I don't know what you're about to say.
Oh, it was somebody that was like, dude, Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa. He's like a Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, I think Vic Mensa was like, that's not the way to go, Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. So I guess they talked over it on Twitter and Killer Mike was like, my bad, I didn't mean that. And then he said some more fuck shit.
He said he was joking about his son. He was like, it was a joke, y'all. You don't go and sit down and have conversations with the NRA after they just made that fucking video basically saying kill niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't do that.
After
and
the
then,
whole Philando thing?
Yes, and then he referenced, what's her name? The fucking evil lady, whatever her name is, the head of the NRA. What is
I
her
know
name?
who you talking
the
about.
The spokesperson. Yeah, she was right about such and such and such. No, the bitch is never right. No. Never. Like, that's just a rule. She's never right. We're not talking to her. Like, there's just some stuff that you don't do. Like, that would be like him at this point just going on Fox News. Like, for what? What is the purpose? You've already shown me who you are and what you're about. There's no constructive conversation to be had at this point. There is no negotiation going on with the NRA at this point. None. No conversations that any of our leaders need to be having unless the conversation is y'all motherfuckers is getting disbanded by. Like, no.
I feel like he said something else when we came after him on this podcast.
Well, do you bank black?
But do you bank black?
But do you bank? We had a whole episode dedicated to that fool.
Him and Dr. Umar.
Oh, God. It's time. It's time. Are y'all loving Tariq Nasheed's song?
I hope y'all are, because I sung it.
Listen.
It's time for me to get in that pussy.
Is that what he said?
No.
Okay. So
we got Killer Mike, Tyrone. Who else you got? Come on.
Well, you shocked me last week telling me that Trey Songz was a woman beater.
Yes, that's another fuckboy this week. So,
well, it was last week, wasn't it? Didn't we talk about that last week on the show?
Yeah, it was last week.
But I think we talked about it because I said I had no idea that Trey Songz was out here putting his hand on women.
Yeah. But it's been rumors around for years, and somebody that I follow on Twitter, she was like, "Fuck him. He hit my friend in the club, and the bouncer had to come and fuck him up, and his people paid them off to shut up." Anyway, there's been rumors going around for years anyway that Trey Songz has assaulted women at concerts or meet and greets or fans. So it looks like he's been charged again with hitting on a fan, a woman. And
was it a fan? Because I thought that they were like on a date or something.
Really, a date.
Was it? I mean, she might have been a fan turned into a date. Kind of like if I were to meet Drake.
It's time.
It would have been a fan turned into
it was
a date.
The woman who accused R&B singer Trey Songz of assault last month held a news press conference with Lisa Bloom. Oh, wow. She attended the after party. So, yeah, fan or something.
Okay.
She attended the after party, and then he began choking, punching, and knocking her to the ground.
And that was her story. But the lady who she has as her lawyer, that's what I didn't like.
Lisa Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Gloria's daughter.
Uh-huh.
Why do they... Wait. Why is it always Lisa Bloom or Gloria already?
That's what I'm saying. And Lisa Bloom always has questionable people.
Yes.
She always, it's like anybody who says this black dude did something to me, she's like, he's guilty. Like, I could call her and be like, hey, Lil Yachty punched me in my eye, and she'll have me on the news tomorrow.
You liked it.
And, like, no evidence, no corroborating stories,
like,
nothing.
What,
like,
I never hear what happens
after. You
after.
never hear what happens after with her cases, ever.
Both of them. Lisa or her mother.
Sometimes with Gloria's you do, because she takes high-profile cases a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like, big-name women
Then
celebrities.
she had, like, wasn't she on
one
the
of
Clintons?
the, yeah. Didn't she have one of Bill Cosby's chicks?
Yeah.
Oh, or a few. But Lisa will basically take bitches who's just... Whoever be like, hey, I got a baby by Tupac, and the baby's 2, and she's like, all right, we gonna get you some child support. Like, I just feel like that's her. She's just ready to convict some black man for something. She knows that he's guilty of something. If not this, then he's done something else.
And, like, you would think with her office, like, how do you get straight to Lisa Bloom?
I have
nobody else.
She don't have a secretary.
No other lawyer works in her office.
She has a pager.
Who?
Genuine. I'm on my way.
Like, I know it has to be something. She's like on like Lipstick Alley.
And she's on Lipstick Alley with the aunties calling people. Now, what happened to Bernice? What happened to Bernice?
Now, what did Teddy Pendergrass do?
Okay, I got you, girl. We suing his ass. She just be having some questionable, because like you said, you never hear.
And they always like the press conferences in like a high school gym.
You never hear the after with her cases.
Never. I've never heard of after.
Probably because they all settle for like $5,000 out of court. Because they're not even, like, they probably don't even know.
But all of that goes to the lawyer. Like, do these people, like, if these people are lying and they go to somebody, a high profile lawyer like Lisa or her mother, and it's settled with the defendant or the accused, most of that money's gonna go to them.
That's probably why they be making up. She be like, all right, cool, let's go. Because she knows that a lot of these people don't have time to, or don't even have the interest of fighting legal battles. I wonder, like, it would be interesting just to see how many false accusations for all celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Because even women get false accusations all the time. It would be very interesting to see how many they just be like, fuck it, just get them fuckers out of my face. Like a night at the club, you cuss the bitch out, and you know that you cuss somebody out, but you really...
Who was the one that, like, I forgot who it was. It was a young lady. She threatened to sue some entertainer. She said he, like, called me a fucking bitch and tripped me and broke my leg. And then she said, look, she took the pictures. And then the next day, she put the cast on the wrong picture.
Girl, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But Lisa Bloom would have been her lawyer. Definitely. And would have had her in a press conference immediately. No questions. I don't know. But you brought to light that Trey Songz was a woman beater, which I had no clue, or allegedly a woman beater. But so this week,
the woman beater of the week, or that we know
today
is rapper Fabolous.
Fabulous. Do you know how many mixtapes I gotta burn? Soul Tape 10, like there's like 50 Soul Tapes. Nigga, Summer Shootout. All of that. I can't listen to any of. Like,
I can't get you be special. Can't listen to that.
I can't listen to any. I can't. Little Mo's whole career, like her whole first
Lil Mo's probably like, ha, I told you motherfuckers.
Her first 10 years in the industry, I can't listen to anything she wrote. Unless she was on something with Ja Rule. Oh, my baby. I just don't. Every day. And somebody made a good point.
Okay.
If once everybody, or if we stop, like, and this is not saying that I'm going to start listening to Fabolous or that I pardon him. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just wanted to say somebody made a good point. If we canceled everybody who has had a transgression, we would not have anybody to watch on television and no music to listen to.
I don't like the fact people make money off this shit.
Boom. I draw the line at when you hurt other people.
Yeah. Physically, emotionally.
It depends. When you say emotionally, what do you mean?
Somebody cheating on their wife and causing them to have miscarriages and stressing them out.
Yeah, that's one I do. But like, if you just cuss somebody out, like two celebrities happen to get in a really big fight and one's feelings are hurt really bad because the other one called her a bitch. Like, that's not a reason to cancel you, I don't think. Mm-hmm. If you call a old fat black bitch or you know, nigger or whatever, you cancel. It's over. But you have a disagreement with another person, you know, if it's a black person, a white person, they just have a disagreement, argument. I'm not going to cancel you for that. It's when you really start, like, there's certain lines. There's racial lines that you cross, like men when, like, grabbing the pussy.
Yeah.
That shit right there, talking about sexual harassment, is called locker room talk. I feel like that's not just locker room talk.
Yeah, this one, he was like, we don't even look at ourselves in the locker room. That's not locker room talk.
It just doesn't sound like that's beyond. Like, when you sit around and you just talk about women in such a derogatory, demeaning way, canceled. Rape, canceled. Sexual assault, canceled. Not taking care of your kids,
canceled.
Sex trafficking, canceled. And
child abuse,
domestic violence, child abuse, all of that, nigga, you got to go. Like, I cannot support you because you're still
to separate the artistry
until they make all of these artists, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Fabolous, Woody Allen, until their shit goes public domain. I ain't listening. I ain't watching.
They don't care.
If they still making money off of syndication, if you still making royalties off of anything, nope.
That's during the whole thing with Fabolous, let's just give y'all a quick rundown. So rapper Fabolous has been, I'm not even gonna say accused because it's on tape. He the first thing came out Friday that he kicked out his
not kicked out, she beat her up.
He beat her up. She knocked out her teeth.
Yeah.
Beat her up. This is the only incident that we know of Emily B, the mother of his 3 kids, that he's been with off and on
for like 85
years.
And we've never heard her say anything about any type of abuse ever before.
Emily's very quiet. She's sweet. She doesn't like her business out too much. She was only on that show Love and Hip Hop for like a season and was like, no, I don't want my business out anymore. That we know of. That's what we know of what she felt. But he had been accused of that. And then Saturday, a video came out from TMZ, and it showed that it looks like somebody's recording from a window, and like maybe like a 3rd floor or whatnot, and it's rapper Fabolous cussing out, going at Emily
and her dad
and her father, saying, "I got a fucking bullet with your name on it," coming at her, not her father, her, and the father's like, "That's my fucking daughter, you threatening. That's my fucking daughter you hit." He's cussing her out like it is. Whoa. And you hear the child crying, one of the kids screaming and crying. So God knows what this family has seen and them kids have been through, as well as Emily, been through all these years.
Yeah.
This is the only incident we know of.
This is the only report that we know of.
God knows what other entertainers that they around that they know.
Yeah, that they know
these
about.
These other entertainers, they're quiet about this. They don't want to say nothing.
Yeah, because people started speaking up after, like when Karrueche spoke up about what Chris Brown did to her. Some of her neighbors were like, yeah, it happened, but they had never, like, because out of respect for her, they had never said anything before. But TMZ reported that it's a police report, so eventually it'll come out. Like, eventually whatever's on that police report, it's going to be made public, because that's how police reports work, I do believe, right?
Yeah.
And it was in New Jersey is where it happened. But the police report, from what they say, says that Emily called the police on him because he had beat her and punched her in the face 7 times and damaged 2 of her teeth, or knocked 2 of her teeth out. And it also had said that she, the reason why he was upset with her is because he had went on a trip to Los Angeles and found out through Instagram that she was also in Los Angeles, and he had threatened to take a baseball bat to her head. And something else, but she was so afraid that she called her father to get all of the guns out of her house because she didn't know what he was going to do. Like, what?
That's frightening. That is scary.
You're afraid for your fucking life?
And the way he sounded on there, you were like, what?
He was very aggressive. And then people were like, well, she might have provoked him, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, this is what I told Lindsay. The only reason, logically, that I could see Fab coming at her like that is if he found out that she been letting people rape a family member. She done been taking her kid, like she's been smoking dope and taking her kid. You know what I'm saying? Just some crazy outlandish shit. That's the only way that you should ever come to somebody in that man. The way that he was coming to her was like she fucking did something to one of them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like he came at her like she had threatened his life. Like she did something that really hurt him besides his feelings. Like
it's sad.
It's like I've never seen someone who doesn't abuse someone go at somebody the way that he was going at her with no just cause. You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen situations where fathers found out that their children are being abused and neglected or molested by the mother's boyfriend. Of course he's gonna go the fuck off. Like, of course. Like that makes perfect sense. But I don't think that this is that, considering what they're together. Like I don't see, there's no logical reason outside of her putting their children in danger that he could be going at her like that, and he was in a relationship with her. Like I don't understand nothing. Like I've never seen a man who respects women talk to another woman like that, regardless of how angry he is. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that before. And I think of all of the times that I've seen aunts and uncles or just, you know, relatives or my friends' parents have arguments. I've never seen anybody's husband or boyfriend who actually respects and loves her come at her in such a way, threatening to kill her father and coming at her like he's going to hit her. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
That was insane. Fuck him. And then, of course, sometimes this is around the time when you see incidents or hear incidents like this. This is when you kind of want to like not go on social media, but it's good to see
It's best to go on social media at this time.
Who's really fucked up in the head on these type of things.
Who you should be cutting off from your fucking life.
Like we've seen incident, you know, tweets or posts saying, well, what did she do? Or, I don't know. She looks like the type that lies.
She might have provoked him. We don't really know the whole story yet. Let's wait for the facts.
There's a tape.
I'm like, he's just real aggressive in that video. And that is enough right there for me to be like, fuck him. Like, because you don't, at this point, you're coming at her like you would do bodily harm to her. You're talking to her like that in front of your kids. You're talking to her dad, telling her dad, and I thought he had said it to her dad, I got a bullet with your name on it. Whoever you talking to, it's either her or her daddy. Like, what the fuck? Do you even love, like, did you ever love her? No. Were you threatening to kill her fucking father?
It looked like he was coming after her.
And he was stalking after her, too. Yeah. Because she put her phone up and looked like she was trying to record to get evidence. Like, look, this nigga's crazy. This is really happening right
somebody else
now.
Was. I don't know who it was.
And he said, what the fuck you got that phone out for? Or what he said something like that to her when she pulled out her phone. And she's like running around the car because she's trying to be the mediator between him and her dad. But at the same time, she's also looks like she's scared for her life. That shit's crazy.
Thank God somebody else was recording that shit. I don't know who it was, but it's so sad.
I'm pretty sure this is not the way that he was talking.
That wasn't the first time.
To her father, and also just coming at her. It just feels like that was nothing new because she was too familiar, kind of like, oh, I know he's about to get. You know what I'm saying? It just
she was ready.
She was prepared. And what I don't like to see is people saying, so she'll be right back with him. Why we even care? He's been cheating on her for years. Like, is that what we do?
Yeah, that's what, apparently to these people. So she still deserves to get hit. Those kids still deserve to see their father treat their mother like that.
They still deserve, right? It's just like, why do people like to see people hurt?
It makes them feel better about their miserable lives. Misery loves company.
And then we pick and choose who's allowed to hurt, who's allowed to, like, there's, oh, well, if it's him, he can hurt her. That's okay.
Yeah. She ain't nobody.
She ain't, but yeah, she ain't nobody.
What she do, a stylist?
Yeah.
I said, I don't give a fuck if she worked at a cashier at Wendy's.
I don't give a fuck if she didn't have a job, unemployed and not a dollar. He got kids. He has children with this woman. And even if he didn't have children with this woman, he had some type of relationship with her. And even if he didn't know her, he should never, like, you just don't talk to people like that. That's all I'm saying. As adults, conflict resolution. Again, unless she's hurt one of his children, because I don't know, that could be the case. Unless she has physically hurt one of his children, I don't really see a reason for him to be talking to her that way. I don't. I really feel like there's probably niggas in the street who owe him money, who have done him bad that he didn't talk to like that. And if he did, I didn't see it on video. Who was that he got into a fight with that time? Ray J, Brandy's brother.
What?
You don't remember when Fabolous and Ray J got into it?
Oh, he's a full-on bitch now that
you don't remember that? I think Ray J might have started it.
Oh God!
With
Brandy's brother.
Brandy's, you remember that? And he was hashtag Brandy's brother, and that's when Fabolous used to be on Twitter all the time. Like a few years ago, he was like hashtag king. That's what everybody called him. He was always on Twitter acting a complete and total fool. But Ray J and Fabolous had got into it somewhere. I think it might have been like after a Mayweather fight or some shit. But it was like a whole money team thing, and then I don't even remember all the details, but I just remember that it ended up being hashtag Brandy's brother. That was a thing. But damn. So I just need for people not to be so insensitive to people's pain, regardless of what it is, regardless of how you feel about that person personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you being a fan of a celebrity is a parameter for sympathy. Like, if I don't subscribe to that certain brand of music or your certain brand of foolishness, I feel like it's okay for you to get beat up, to be in a part of a domestic violence situation where you are at the bad end of it, or the other end, shit, for that case. Fuck them. She's just gonna go back with him anyway. She been with him all this time. She could have been provoking him. There has to be more to the story. That don't even sound like
three different sides.
His side, her side, and the truth. It's just, it's really,
they
really
pick and
weird.
Choose. Like when I saw the situation, they really pick and choose.
Yeah.
Y'all better be giving him the same shit like y'all give my fave Chris Brown. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really weird. When people find out that their favorite celebrity is problematic or just a piece of shit.
It sucks when you do find that shit. It does suck when you're like, what? There was a fuckboy. I loved his album, or I liked his acting, or whatnot.
I love Fabulous's music, but
hell yeah.
I cannot. And like I said, the only thing that will redeem him is if Emily was out here doing something fucked up to them kids. Other than that, I can't ride with him.
Loves them babies.
It looks that way. It looks like he did too.
Yeah.
Like,
apparently he didn't love him enough to not hit the. He still.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how people are still victim blaming. I don't understand.
And this is why I don't get reported, because we all know.
You say shit like she's a thought, she's a hoe. Who is she? She ain't nobody. She's dumb. She been with him. He's been cheating on her. He's been having bitches. Blah, 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 blah. But when your fave, when their boyfriend or their husband cheats on them, let's write fucking blog posts and newspaper articles about it.
You want to call your girl, or you want to call your boy like, man, she cheated on me. What did you do? Why? Were you dressed like a hoe? And
I'm just like, well, I don't know. I feel like the Me Too movement has inspired or given a lot of people courage to come forward with things that have been going on in their lives that they didn't want to talk about and speak on at first. And if anybody knows anything about victims and abuse, then you know that a lot of people don't just leave because it's more psychological than anything.
Especially when they're in an industry like this and they have money and power, because we know he can get away with this. Fuck, Woody Allen still making movies.
Still making
Bill
movies.
Cosby got away with all that bullshit.
Harvey Weinstein is not in anybody's prison right now.
Nope.
Nobody's. He's not even...
Look, all these politicians, entertainers, sports figures.
Has Harvey Weinstein, he didn't got indicted, ain't got summoned to court.
He went to rehab.
He didn't even get a jaywalking ticket.
Nope. Look at all these sports figures.
Ben Roethlisberger.
He's still playing.
Yeah. Still playing. The fucking Kobe Bryant just retired with a jersey. I mean, with a...
with a jersey,
a Grammy, a Oscar. Well, that nigga just
Oscar,
won.
that we know. But that's complete. That's
that's
another reason she's probably, or any person in that,
butt fucking people while he was married.
So much semen.
So much. I mean, unprotected. Was it unprotected? Anyway, the point is that all of us have problematic faves, and some of them are fucked up, but y'all have to know where to draw the line, because some shit I feel like people should not be able to come back from. Cheating on your spouse, that's something I don't feel like you should necessarily cancel somebody for. I don't think that that's something... I'm not going to be like, oh, you cheated on your wife or you cheated on your husband, I'm never going to listen to your music again. You know, especially if you come out and you tell the truth about it. Yeah. I get that. Like, when I said Kobe, I get it. Whatever. I don't know what the situation was with Kobe Bryant, but if we're
that whole press conference,
that hard, heavy breathing with that 58. And
how was she like?
She was like, she was like, this is her ring. I'm okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
And to my wife, Vanessa?
Yeah. I give you an $80 million ring. Yeah. I mean, but that was cheating, if that's how you look at that. Whatever. But there are some people out here that it was clearly rape, clearly sexual assault, clearly people being child molesters, clearly these old-ass celebrities with these young women, like... that's like when we were talking about Kylie Jenner and Tyga. Tyga was what at the time?
Was he 25?
He was 25 and she was 17.
That we know of.
But then you have, I don't know, let's just say Diddy and Cassie.
Cassie's my age. And I remember when Cassie came out when I was a junior.
And Diddy's older than me. He started dating her when she was like 20. 19
that we know of.
So what I'm saying is
that's why I keep saying that we know of.
But
didn't he have an incident with her too?
I think so.
He had an incident with her as well.
But people in their mind, what they say is she was of legal age. So what if they made the legal age younger? Are y'all gonna say, oh, she was like? I don't understand that. So what I'm saying is a lot of us got these problematic motherfucking faves, and we need to figure out where we're gonna draw the line, and we need to quit making excuses for some and giving other people passes. It's what I'm saying. Fabolous gets no play in my ride anymore. He's not getting a pass from me. Bill Cosby does not get a pass from me. I feel bad because I can't watch Different World anymore. I can't watch Cosby Show anymore. You know why? Because that nigga's still making money anytime it's being played and watched somewhere. And it might, he's still going to get paid because so many people are still going to watch it. I just can't be a part of that. I can't. And I hate that other actors have to suffer for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be a consequence, is that the person that you're working with is a total fucking creep. Mm-hmm. And the work that you're doing right now is going to become null and fucking void because that person is attached to it. That's always a part of it, Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Kadeem Hardison was part of that project and I really believe in him, so I'm going to keep watching it. No. No. That's just the only person I can come up with. Debbie Allen was a great person. Sorry, but no. We have to draw the line. It's not right. It's not fair to the victims. Because the victims start being like, how that bitch matter and I don't? Or how do those boys matter and these boys don't? Or how do these girls matter? Like, you cannot. I mean, people can do whatever the fuck they want to. I'm just saying it's awfully fucking confusing. It's very, very, to me, it's confusing. I don't know about you. Is it confusing to you?
It really is how people get a certain pass.
I don't understand it. I'm like, wait a minute,
but he did this to his wife, dogged her out, but this person gets, because she's not as big as an entertainer as that wife.
That's exactly what that is. Pick and choose. You pick and choose.
It's sad.
It is sad. And then along those same lines, R. Kelly, another story just came out about R. Kelly. Really, it's just a continuation of what we just heard about earlier this year, or was it late last year?
Girl, every year.
Every day. What we heard 5 minutes ago. The continuation of the story about him having the sex camp and sex dungeons.
That producer was like, that's how he came up with feeling your booty. He always had young girls with her. I'm like, nigga, you didn't say? Okay.
I mean, and it's public knowledge that R. Kelly was a fucking predator. It's public knowledge, and it's a lot of predators out here. To this day,
I'm gonna keep saying it. Even as a child, I was probably like 7 or whatnot when Back and Forth came out. I heard the story when Aaliyah is married to R. Kelly,
and she was 15.
Yeah, she was like 14, 15 years. I thought that was true. Even as a child, how the fuck is her parents not getting shit from that? What the fuck? Mm-hmm. I mean, whatever, Leah fans, whatever. But still, why the fuck is her parents not getting shit for allowing this to happen?
I have no idea. The same reason why, the mothers and the fathers who allow their kids still to work with him.
That too. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Mm-hmm. You bringing a 14, 15-year-old girl to an R. Kelly concert? And you know what goes on? And then when something happens, y'all like, my dog hasn't called me. I think R. Kelly is a molester or a rapist or a pimp.
Yeah, and then a lot of these people are like, well, we didn't think the story was true.
Yes, you did.
Hell,
I mean, feel like you pimping your own child out.
The stories have been going for 20 years. Like, how did you not know that something wasn't quite right here?
They knew. I feel like they just pimping that child out. That's me.
I mean, I don't think that they're necessarily pimping them out per se. I don't think that they had maybe they were that naive where they were pimping him out for talent but not thinking that he was going to do anything.
When somebody says, because in the last story about months ago, they were like, he said that he was going to take my 14-year-old daughter to Chicago at his house for a few months. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, bitch, what? What?
I
don't even care if it's fucking R. Kelly. When somebody says they're going to take your child, 14, 13
you taking all of us
from Florida to Chicago in their mansion to work on their talent, and you haven't heard from them in 3 months?
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened with the young ladies, the gymnasts at MSU. You taking these girls from what have you all the way to a camp or what.
That happens, and unfortunately.
And it is known that these girls do go to a camp to practice.
And it's not just gymnastics, and that's what's so messed up. It's not just gymnastics. It's a lot of sports do that.
Yeah. And they say no cell phones. All that gives them these adults play. They love it. It's like a playground for them.
Yep.
That doesn't ring a bell. Be like, fuck no, come on home. Like, what the fuck?
I just think that people need to start realizing that it's not that, like, with all of these things coming out, like with Me Too and all the allegations of sexual misconduct and sexual assault and rape and child molesting and everything, all of these different stories coming out, and people are like, why now? Why all of these people just now coming out? Because sometimes you get your power or you get your courage from hearing other people's stories. Our show must be so boring because Lindsay's yawning.
No.
But I think that a lot of these people have found their voice by other people having their voice. It's kind of just how that works, because for so long they probably felt like either scared or like they were the only one. And when you start hearing other stories, you're like, oh, and you start feeling empowered, Yeah. And that's why it's really important. And I know that you can't tell a victim what to do. Like, I'm not. But that's kind of why it's important for people to speak up. It's because you're not just doing it for yourself. Yeah. It's for, like, if somebody rapes or assaults me, I'm not going to the police necessarily just for me, but I don't want them to do that to anybody else. Yeah. I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through what I go through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's really where a lot of these people are with this. They're like, yeah, I'm sorry that it took me so long, but hey, this is what happened. Y'all need to get this nigga off the streets. Yeah. And it can take a while for some people to speak up because of so many different reasons. Senator
here or what have you, remember here in Kentucky? Mm-hmm. He ended up killing himself over 64.
He had the same name as another guy. What was his name? They both had the same name.
Was it Steve something?
Something. Bob Smith.
Yeah.
But this just happened a few months ago, like 2 months ago, was it?
Yeah, he was supposed to go for re-election and
he was trying to get sexual favors and sexually assaulting folk and
for years,
harassing and all of that.
And people are like, "No, he did this to me." And then people are like, "This is an attack against him and the GOP." That blah, blah, blah.
And he committed suicide
because he was actually ready to get indicted on this because it turned out there was evidence, and his wife. Now they want his wife to run. Y'all, this state of Kentucky as well as the country so fucked up and backwards.
So are we ready to get to that?
Oh, Lord. So, okay. So let's get to our state of Kentucky. So similar to the state of Oklahoma and Virginia and many other states.
I think Arizona also.
Arizona as well. Our teachers here are, as of Friday or Thursday, are protesting. Well, still have been protesting.
They've been
protesting our governor and his cronies of the GOP, Matt Bevin, for snatching away pensions from teachers as well as firefighters.
I think the police officers,
coal miner, the black lung benefits and stuff, because the state's broke, so we might as well get our educators and first responders. So teachers have been going against this for years since he's been in office. Well, Thursday, our politicians of the state has snuck this
SB 151
into the water sewage bill with unlocked doors. They snuck it into the bill, and
nobody read it.
Because
they didn't think that it had anything to do with teachers.
Politicians
pensions.
do this all the time. Why?
They said it was a sewage. They said it was a sewage thing, and it's crazy because they had already talked about it. You know, they've already been protesting against this. They've already been talking about it.
They said, "Watch out, he's gonna sneak it in."
The fucking governor called the teachers a group of thugs like a couple of weeks ago. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he called them a bunch of thugs who don't listen. It's a shame what these public school teachers are doing to our youth. So this got snuck in Thursday night. And it has passed.
No questions answered. Well, I mean, there were people who said no, and there were some people that said yes. But they didn't have time to read anything.
This was like Friday, like Thursday night.
It happened Thursday evening, and the shit hit the fan. Fayette County was the first school that all the teachers started calling in. They had like 500 call-ins within like a couple of hours in Fayette County, so they canceled schools. And again, this is in the state of Kentucky. Next after that, it was some county called Jessamine County or something. Jessamine. And then it's just like county after county after county. I got a text at 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, ain't no school tomorrow. We didn't have too many call-outs. I was like, thank you.
No
but I
substitutes.
wasn't. My kid wasn't going to school anyway, because I'm just like, I stand with the teachers. I stand with the educators. I stand with the good people in the school system, not the top people who get paid all the money. Well, Dr. Polio, yes. Definitely him, but not the bitch who was there before him.
Oh, God. And she didn't even live in the state of Kentucky.
Betsy DeVos.
Pretty much.
That was her sister.
she was like, oh, like she would always try something new in the middle of the school year. Like, how about change the bus routes?
How about we have all the students wear orange pants
on Tuesdays?
Every Tuesday mandatory, and those that don't get suspended for 7 days.
So you get suspended for that.
Yeah.
This is like during the school year. I don't have kids, but I used to watch the fuckery, and I have friends that are teachers or in somewhat in education, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman?
They're like, fuck JCPS.
It's terrible. JCPS is terrible. And in other school districts, the way they're running public schools is horrible. And that's what this GOP wants. They want these corporations and shit to take over these schools.
Like they did the prisons.
Yep.
Duh.
Yep.
The
These
schools and the prisons
schools
look just alike. Like schools, a lot of these new schools, I'm like, is that a prison?
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's a school. I'm like, same thing.
Yeah. When I see some of these schools, both public schools, I'm like, what? They say, yeah, we got mold and shit in here.
We're
going to take away the aviator or the whatever shit programs in schools. What? Why?
Girl, they defund programs. Defund programs all the time. The schools are so underfunded. So
sad. Not
only do you want to take the teachers' pensions away that you promised them, like this ain't something they're asking for. This is
Social
a pension
Security.
that is a contract. They don't get Social Security. They're not going to have a pension. So basically, they asked out. Is what you're telling them.
Don't get sick. Hopefully your family will be okay when you retire. So I have a friend, she's very involved in the union as well as like everything's going on, and I read her stuff on Facebook. She said, Lindsay, she didn't say Lindsay, but she said I paid out about over $40,000 into my pension. She said, could you imagine someone going into your 401k
and being like, no, bitch, that actually happened to me during the housing crisis.
Bitch, you ready to fight?
The stock market went into my 401k and was like, it was $25,000 yesterday. Here's 10 left.
$10, 10 cents.
10 cents. Nigga, my stock plummeted. I was like, nah.
Could you imagine someone going to your 401k, something that you worked hard for years, snatching it from you?
Nope, you don't get it. Thanks.
Something that you've been promised your whole life. Could you imagine that? Sucks, doesn't it? Think about it.
Because they said since you don't get this Social Security, we're going to go ahead and give you this pension.
Oh, God. And I've told you what Social Security's going around with my mom. That's a bitch. You know, I told you how hard it is because my mom is on just to get on disability. Like she's already had issues with her health before her heart surgery. She had heart surgery months ago.
And breast implants.
Yes. I said that to her this week. I said, I think this whole thing's a lie.
I think it's a scam.
You had breast implants,
and
Mom.
Booty shots.
She was cracking up. But anyway, she had a heart surgery, severe bypass, triple bypass. And we were like, that's icing on cake. She has to get disability. There's no way she can work that much with it.
Right.
So they put in again for it, and they're like, we're going to wait on this. They told my mother when she went up to, because, you got to go to court for the hearing. They told her, you're not getting your back pay.
Why isn't she getting her back pay?
Because the state's broke. Matt Bevin said she can't. They told my mother, you either get your back pay and then you sign up for Social Security to get disability every 6 months or whatnot, and that's not always a guarantee because her backpack was so much. Or you don't accept the back pay and you get Social Security. My mother was like, what the fuck? I worked for my back pay. What are you talking about?
That's my money.
But her lawyer was like, due to the assholes in office at the moment, just go on and accept disability because it's just going to be a fight. And that's money our family needed. My mother needed. Mm-hmm. She was supposed to get her disability as well as her back pay, and that could be used to pay off medical bills or any other bills that
she incurs. Yeah,
she incurs.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all the amount because y'all might fall out your chair. But
girl, I mean, we living it. I'm telling you, we are fucking living it. Ohio, you see what Ohio did? And I want to say we talked about them having. We already talked about those two. Hood and the other one, I forgot the other one's name. They're trying to make abortions illegal, period, regardless of if you was raped, molested, incest. They don't give a fuck. No abortions. You're having this motherfucking baby, bitch. And I want to say that they've done this before, like a couple of years ago. Damn it. So you're okay. They did this a couple of years ago. So they're trying to get this passed again now. I'm just like, you know what? Let's cut Planned Parenthood, sex ed. Let's not cover birth control.
Handmaid's Tale.
Let's get rid of abortion. Everybody's having a baby. And all the poor people are going to stay poor and fucking die.
Because we rich people are not going to take care of you.
No.
At all.
No.
Okay.
No.
They don't have sex.
It's like they just want to punish people.
Yeah.
Well, you should have known better. You shouldn't have had sex
until you're married.
I'm like,
but I was raped. Were you dressed like a whore?
What did you have on, you little whore?
Sweatpants and a blue jean jacket.
I don't. It's just really like we live in a world like they just want people to stew in.
It's not even
shit.
to the point when I see stuff. It's not even religion anymore. It's just to keep you poor.
Yeah,
I don't think it's not even religious thing anymore. We know it's just pro-birth. Birth them babies. Birth them babies. We don't give a fuck about
because they need somebody to work the land.
That's it. That's the only thing. It's not religion anymore. They're using religion for this. It's not.
They need. If
you're taking away that much stuff and you're punishing women,
they need the population to increase for some shit. I don't know what it is. They need the population to increase and for me to be poor
outside of the United States. For now,
I think cotton's gonna make a big comeback. It's all up in Hobby Lobby. It's all up through Hobby Lobby, nigga. Let me tell you something. If you are of the Caucasian persuasion and you are in any hobby store or store, period, buying branches of fucking cotton to decorate your home with, I am putting you on a list.
I'm watching you. Even if you pick the cotton scent from Bath and Body Works.
You got cotton candles in your hair? Bitch, I'm looking at you.
Why the fuck you want to smell
Why
cotton?
Does your son using cotton on Santa Claus's beard for Christmas decorations? I'm watching you, bitch. But yeah, all of these people that I see that are just entirely too happy to be buying branches of cotton sticks.
I haven't been in a craft store in a while, so that's a good thing. I've heard. And then the cotton picking good t-shirt. What was it? The cotton picking good that our homie's wife? Like, you are too cotton picking good. It was a t-shirt or a painting that said that. So they're like a Hobby Lobby or a Joann's or something like that.
They are giving us subtle fucking hints.
Letting us know.
Subtle hints every day. They need more workers. Because why would you want all of these people to be just out here with no kids? I mean, with kids. And you want them to be broke and dependent on you.
They don't want to pay us money. They just want to go for free. What did they say? Indentured service?
That's exactly what we're about to be. That's exactly what we're about to be. Like, nigga, the pay rates are just like stagnant in a lot of places.
Yeah.
The cost of living is so high. Like you need your job in a lot of cities.
In another job.
In a lot of cities, like the city we live in, if there's like 3 corporations that leave or close down sell, do you know what would happen to our city if Ford and Humana alone,
GE
and GE, nigga,
UPS,
UPS is a lot of people's second job. Like, do you understand what that like? That this is a city and a county combined of well over 1 million people.
Yeah.
Depend on like 4 major places to work.
And funds like to go.
And a lot of those people are fucking underpaid.
Yep. Somebody tweeted like, "You better not fucking ask for a bachelor's degree and you paying me $11 an hour."
A lot of these people are underpaid in a lot of these jobs.
Yep.
A lot of these jobs. And these are jobs that people depend on to feed their families.
And these are just service jobs. These are like manufacturing, customer service jobs.
This is not even, these are entry level positions.
These are just basic ass like manual labor, customer service. For some
And
reason,
so,
they keep bringing in these jobs because it's tax write-off for these corporations. There's a lot more to these people of, you know, of the Kentuckiana area. They want to do a lot more than manufacturing
or customer
service. That's it. There's some people that want to get into art. Nope, that's got defunded.
There's some people like me who want to get into the weed distillery business.
Oh no, we're not doing that because God said that's not good.
God said. I don't think that's what he said.
No, they let some white dude open up a weed oil place. So
where?
In Nulu.
He has cannabis oil?
Yes.
With THC in it?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. He's white. He can get away with it.
I don't give a fuck what color he is. When do we go? I be having headaches.
Girl.
Numb young whore.
Get something for your coochie.
Oh, God. But yeah, so it's just... Our state is fucked up, man. And I stand with our teachers.
Yes.
I hope that they get more than what they asked for. Like, what was it, Colorado or Arizona? One of those got an increase. They got a 5% increase. And it was 2 states, actually. One state got an increase, and they're still protesting.
Because they know what could happen afterwards. They're like, nope. The thing is that, oh my God, this is so fucked up. It really is. I lost my train of thought, but I feel like some of these people who voted this Bevin or these GOP cronies or whatever, there's probably some that are Democrat, what have you, that, you know, believes in this shit too as well, that wanted smaller government. This is what you get. Smaller government meaning let's put our corporation friends in here to take over this. I honestly do. And then they're like, well, who's going to watch my kids?
I think they just wanted to be back where it's a master and his...
Well, I honestly do think that. I'm like, they really wanted to go back. I honestly do.
They're using that work model. They are definitely using the work model of slavery. Like, where the person up here has a whole bunch and the people down here have like the percentage of it is just ridiculous. But that's the same model that they use for the sports, but totally different story. But yeah, remember we talked about that?
Did you see the wage gap they released in one of the business magazines here, our editorials here? They were like, they had CEOs from the top businesses here, from like a major insurance company, GE, Ford. They show the gap between the CEO versus like a regular employee, and it's mind blowing. It is mind blowingly low, and their person's kind of like, but how do I stay? That's how I stay rich. Give them good benefits, yeah. But your employees work at a health insurance company, and you gave them shitty benefits, and they're like, that's how I stay rich. People that work for manufacturing companies standing up all day long, Backs
doing the
hurting.
same repetitive motions all day long. Bodies just shot to hell.
My father,
when they get older.
I'm glad he got out of that because he was just in the car manufacturing business from when I was in 5th grade all the way up until college. That was his only reason for going, because he wanted to support, me, his family. Mm-hmm. And then he said, I'm done after Lindsay graduates. I'm done. And then sadly, he didn't go the way he wanted to. They got let go. Mm-hmm. They were like, we're going to Mexico to make these workers work more than you guys and pay them way less. Then they brought it back, and they were like, well, we're going to, since, the government.
So many car accidents with parts that aren't working right.
And since the government is threatening us to hire American people, we guess we'll come back, but work you guys more and then pay you guys like $10 an hour and have you have to work to get benefits. Like, this is the world we live in. Y'all mad at the wrong people. Why are y'all always mad at black people or Mexicans or any other immigrants? Y'all mad at the wrong people for these things. That's what I don't understand.
We all mad at each other and shouldn't be. We should all be working together, because really, unless we all fight for this shit together, it'll never work. It'll never work. It's not going to work with people going to individual places. Well, let's start our own, and it can't work, because we still have to live in this world. There's always, if we look at it from that aspect, then there's always going to be something that we are literally fighting for. Like when we start separating, it's going to be even tougher. You know what I'm saying? I just see, I don't want to go to war with people. I don't want to go to war with these people. I want to build a community where we all are able to do shit.
No. Now, when you got all these Tyrones in the world.
Queen. I just can't.
So 2 hours and 9 seconds.
I know our show is long, and we have 0 people on live right now. They're like, fuck Unscripted. This is dumb. They talked about tampons, and now they're talking about pay gaps. What the fuck is going on?
That's why it's called Unscripted, you guys.
What the fuck is going on here? This is like the world's longest show, but you all listen to other shows where niggas be sitting around fucking playing video games and shit for hours. So save me that bullshit. Okay? Save me that. Save me that. Y'all fucking sit around 6 people on a fucking podcast, everybody yelling, and y'all listen to that bullshit. So
yeah, and it's only 2 of us.
And it's only 2 of us.
And a dog.
And we bad bitches, and we got a dog. Come here, Victor.
People want to see you.
Nigga sleep.
Oh, man, it's so cute. He wiped his eyes, y'all. Y'all should have seen it.
And now he's stretching like a bad bitch. He looks like an Instagram model. And he just went back to sleep.
He's adorable. I wish y'all could see him. We might put a picture up of him.
He does not fool with us at all.
No, he doesn't.
No. We have food.
He got mad. He threw a tantrum at Lish when she told him to move.
Because he had to go he was in the way.
He said, no. He laid on the
bitch. Anything else you want to add to this long ass episode?
Fuck Fabulous. You a bitch.
You a bitch nigga.
Bitch ass hoe. Bitch. Chip tooth motherfucker. That you that's all I got. Just make sure you check us out on unscriptedcast.com. Check out our Twitter account, Unscripted Cast
on Twitter. You just be making shit up.
Cast Twitter.
Oh God, Unscripted Cast on Twitter,
man.
Unscripted Podcast on Facebook. unscriptedky@gmail.com is the email.
Yep.
And you can go to the website unscriptedcast.kizom.
Yes, and please, if you guys have anything to comment about, send us an email or send us a comment on our website, because we have a contact station section. Look, I'm tired. Can't y'all tell?
Contact session. Contact Jeff Sessions if you want to talk.
Fuck him with his old possum-eyed bitch, beady-eyed hoe.
Beady-eyed bitch.
boo, boo. He looked like Leprechaun in the hood.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, just check it out. Check out our website. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yes, you'll love us. We have many episodes on Libsyn and iTunes.
And we the baddest bitches in podcasting in Louisville, Kentucky. Tell everybody I motherfucking said it. We the baddest bitches on any unscripted podcast in Louisville, Kentucky, in the motherfucking world. Any other unscripted podcast, if they don't agree with it, telling bitches to come see me. They know where I be. Telling bitches, pull up. Pull up, bitch. Pull up.
Freeze frame.
Word.
But yes, guys, check us out. We love y'all.
I like y'all.
Sexy Lindsay is out, and this is my girl,
Lish.
Thickalicious Lish.
Just Lish.
Nope. She goes by Thickalicious Lish. She has
No,
a
I
t-shirt, y'all.
No, I
It
don't.
says Thickalicious Lish. Yes, she does.
Such a liar.
She's hiding it. And she has, like, one of those, was it duvet covers?
That says it too.
That says it, too. And there's a picture of her doing this. Hold on, wait. No, it's this.
I hate you.
And I'm like, oh, my God, Thickalicious Lish.
I don't know. Duvet.
Yeah.
You are
You be
weird.
bringing men home.
Oh my God. Let's get off of the. We will see y'all next week. Thank y'all so much for listening. Bye. Dumbass.